first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Snags it, and there's running room. To the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Jennings. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find.
There's a crease. Oh, he got loose. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Cooper. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Beebe. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Eli Holstein to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun on third down, Holstein. It's complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Holstein. It's caught. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He smashes his way through again. Runs through a man. He might have space. Into the house. Touchdown, Virginia. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fights off a defender. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. With the draw, it's Lewis. Here's a little room there. Ripping through the defense. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go?
At least they fell on it. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the ground, it's Lewis. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down. Eli Holstein unleashes one. Complete in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. There's some room. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. The Cavaliers are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Holstein. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On the run, it's Lewis. That's the 20. He's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the catch, it's Cooper. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They'll try to get it through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
Gashes him in the middle. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Now on. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. That's reeled in. It's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's Holstein to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Virginia will call its first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. First down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Goes to the option. Got 9 yards on the play. Leads him with 3rd and a yard. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Motion from the wideout. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum. inside, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Eli Holstein to throw. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Looking for an open area to his left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here comes the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Corners are going to bail. Holstein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 9 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Lewis. Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Holstein. They've got the screen set up across the 25. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Cavaliers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Lewis.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. The option look. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football on this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in this second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trimmed.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the option, he'll toss it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. Running inside, it's Lewis. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. Slips one guy, now he's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, running back on the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Now on the option. Runs through the tackle. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late. Third and long coming up. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
A quick pass to the left. There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Mike 53. Mike 53. Go.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Finds some time. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown Mustangs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Looking downfield. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Throws to the tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Eli spinning it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's Holstein to throw. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big?
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They move on top here in the 4th. The Cavaliers punch back.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make remaining on the clock.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. And no, it's no good. What a heartbreaking finish. Not all close games are created equal, but this one